Yo, what's happening? Shed podcast that brings you everything from music, sports, religion, politics, to happy slapping, Self Dixie, Daniel, new episode, new guest, Tommy B. What's happening, cuz?
Yeah, I'm good, bruv. How you doing? All right, yeah?
I don't wanna do the normal generic thing and ask man, tell us who you are.
Yeah.
But let's just quickly do that real quick. I don't want to do that, but let's do it real quick because I know.
Yeah. I
know you from, bruv. I was on fucking Twitter. I see a Risky Roads freestyle. A man's just clarting the freestyle. And what I do, I just fucking inboxed him.
Is that the first time you see Tommy?
That's the first time I see him, and I just inboxed him and said, bruv, you're fucking nang. Come on the show, da-da-da. And then, yeah, we just went from there. We've been talking for time, innit?
Yeah.
This, bruv.
Yeah, bruv, it's fucking well overdue, man. Definitely overdue.
So, tell us a little bit of background.
Yeah, bruv, I'm a grime MC, innit? Fucking, I come from Essex. Like, I live in a place called Malden, little town. Yeah, I'm a grime MC, innit? Fucking, that's what I do. Like,
how old are you?
I'm 18.
How comes you're 18, yeah? How comes you just decided to do that? The way I've seen you come up, yeah, is very different because you took it old school in a way where let me go and clerk every single radio set, things like that. How comes you ain't put on a mask and just become anyone you wanted to become and just done drill or done the easy thing?
Bruv, grime has been a passion for me. Like, since I was very young. Like, I think the first thing I saw of grime, I was about 8, probably. My older brother, he's like 10 years older than me, so he's like 28 now. But he used to be into drum and bass. And I started, like, the way I started off, I was listening to Eminem and that, just writing bars and that. And my brother said, nah, you should do grime, innit? And I didn't even know what it was, really. I knew I had a rough idea. And then he went, nah, listen to this instrumental. And he put on the forward rhythm, like Lethal Bizzle forward rhythm. And I did some bars over that. And then I just got into grime, innit? Like, I was like 10 years old. I had all the fucking Wiley tunnel vision, all of that stuff. And I was just into it. So then that's almost the class that I've grown up on. Yeah, so people say to me, you're taking it old school. I don't, no. I think that's just my natural approach to this stuff.
The approach is natural, the way where the radio sets and turning up and putting in groundwork from the beginning. You know
I feel like that's the way that it should be done. Like, that's how I feel it should be done.
It's a part of
grime. It's a part of grime, innit? Like,
if
I feel like if I didn't do radio sets, then I wouldn't be the MC that I am now, because it ain't just about anyone can have bars, innit? But if you can stand out in a room full of 20 man, there's a difference there, and it's confidence building as well.
How did you first start getting in them buildings to get in the radars?
Well, it all started. There's a guy called Big John. He's an MC as well, and he messaged me because I was just putting out Facebook videos when I decided to start taking it more seriously. I was about 15. I was just putting out Facebook videos and that.
What were the Facebook videos?
Just freestyle videos, really. Like, I was just putting out freestyle videos on Facebook. And a guy called Big John, he's a fucking nang MC, by the way.
I've seen him on.
He's cold.
And that.
Yeah, very cold. He just shouted me one day and was like, look, I'm doing a set down in Hackney. I want you to come down. I was like, okay, cool. It was like a live show thing. And like, it turned out that it was just a shambles, the show. But regardless, I was there and I spat on the mic with loads of other MCs. That was like my first taste of that. And then after that, it just sort of, it started because one of my boys, Kirby T, he's a DJ. He had a show on Gateway in Basildon. And he shouted me with Roller, who's one of my good pals now. This was like sort of November 2015 times.
Yeah.
And they said to me, like, oh yeah, I want you to come down and do a set. Obviously, I'm gassed at this point now, and I've just gone there and done that. And then from there, it was just radio become a thing. Like, we was doing Gateway every week in Basildon, and then I just started going to your Modes, Empires, and there's
certain man that do radio every fucking weekend and do these things that. Rather in a short amount of time, you've gone from radio and now you're on Eskimo. Did you do Eskimo?
I've spat at Eskimo. I haven't been booked for Eskimo. I did spit there.
Brother, listen,
but yeah.
That's the same shit. On Eskimo, that's the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eskimo dance and be there and be around them people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Grime Originals as well, to be fair. I get booked for Grime Originals.
Are you working with, is it Sharky Major?
Yeah, he manages me still.
Yeah? Why him?
Well, I was working with other people, and then Sharky come along, and just felt right to be working with him because he's a legend first and foremost, and he's got so much respect in the grime scene.
Yeah.
Like he's got so much respect. Like even if you take it back to like Devlin's Fire in the Booth, like the Fire in the Booth that he done, he's shouting out Sharky Major, and it's like it's mad. Like he's just got so much respect. And then when he approached me about like doing management and that, I just thought, fuck it, I need to do it, innit?
There needs to be
He's
more
a legend,
like
bro.
There needs to be more people like that. People like Sharky that have been in it for that long. Yeah, taking roles like management and doing things like that. There needs to be more of the older
100%
man in the scene doing that.
But I feel like Sharky sort of ignited that a little bit now. Like I know that there are a lot of MCs that are doing things. I think Flowdan does management as well. There are other older people that are doing it. But I feel like with Sharky, he's brought the Grime Originals rave back in, and then a lot, and it's sick, bruv. You need to come down, man.
And you got Frisco as well, innit, with a Den as well, innit?
Exactly. But like taking it to Grime Originals, it's like he's brought all of those MCs from back in the day back on the same stage.
Yeah.
And like I think he's ignited a bit of passion in all of them people
to come back and do it again.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's the sole reason for it, but I feel like he's got a big part to play in it.
Do you feel like being under management, it's changed? How has it been? Like, you see, if you didn't have management, how would you have gone with?
What's the difference?
Would you have taken it serious or not?
I was taking it seriously, but I feel, for me personally, I need to have that organisation. I need someone that can organise things for me and have a plan, and someone that's already got the knowledge. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could, like it could have gone away where I didn't have management and I was just doing it, but I wouldn't have had a fucking clue what I was doing. Yeah. That's the truth. Like I feel like I need someone.
It's stopped you from like maybe silly mistakes.
Yeah, definitely.
Like
It's definitely made me think more about how I'm patterning myself and the right things to do. Like not just running up on anything just for the sake of it. Because
not all good moves.
Yeah, exactly. Because before I started like rolling with Shark, even just before that, really, I started taking myself a bit more seriously. But like before that, I was just running around, just like anything good for exposure.
Yeah.
But it gets to a point where like you're almost, if you're just gonna run around doing that all the time, putting your face everywhere, it's almost like you're not really valuing your thing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
but I see you mentioned in one of your bars as well about, and you said it earlier about growing up on Eminem. Yeah, all three of us are white. Am I the only one who's like grew up and didn't fuck with Eminem?
I don't get it. I just don't understand how you don't like Eminem.
No, listen.
Who the fuck doesn't like Eminem?
You see this whole Eminem MGK thing, yeah?
You're mad.
It's like this. I understand it. For me, it's the same as I get so pissed off, and I'm only saying this as well because you mentioned about Eminem, and I had a conversation with Chin the other day.
Yeah.
And man was saying to me, bruv, you definitely had an Eminem album when you was. I said, bruv, I was listening to Ludacris and shit like that. I said, I didn't know about no Eminem. Because I'm white, I listen to Eminem. I get it.
There's a stereotype on it, innit? Obviously, if you're in a car and you're listening to Eminem blazing out, you look like, it's like, oh yeah, he's a white
get it,
guy.
bruv. It's like, I get
you know
it.
what I'm saying?
For a lot of people growing up, he was there. He's like a Kurt Cobain of rap. He's got a cult following, innit? He's got a cult following, Eminem, innit?
yeah, fully.
But because I'm, like, it pisses me off, bro. Because I'm white, I was supposed to have grown up. Or man, them are telling me, yeah, you definitely had Eminem. No, I didn't, bro.
Do you know what pisses me off about the Eminem stereotype? They say like, if you listen to Eminem, you should have been bullied at school.
Daniel used to fuck with Eminem, bro.
I still do now, bro.
I still fuck with him.
I don't think his previous album was garbage. As everyone was saying.
Mate, I didn't. To be honest with you, I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, the Revival thing,
dead.
Weird. I did. To be honest with you, I didn't listen to it in full because it was just annoying me a little bit. But
it's so dead.
I don't think it's as dead as everyone said.
But his new album, Kamikaze,
killed.
Fuck off.
Dead food.
Bro,
dead
food. You're mad. You're mad.
It's not dead.
You're mad. You're mad.
I think Max B's dead. I'll be honest. We're saying that, yeah, because
I was in last week with a Max B t-shirt on, bro.
Listen, for me, I don't fuck with Max B. I don't like the way he sounds. I don't like the music he produces. I just don't like it.
There's not a stereotype to Max B. This whole Eminem thing is like, I'm supposed to listen to my man. Imagine if everyone who was white is supposed to listen to Tommy
You're not
B.
supposed to listen to him, no?
No,
that is the conversation. And this whole shit with MGK, two of the cheesiest MCs to ever touch a microphone, bro.
Cheesy? What, you're saying Eminem's cheesy?
Eminem is fucking
This guy's nuts, bro. This guy's actually nuts, bro.
He's a cheese ball. Eminem's a cheese ball, bro.
Listen, Eminem is just...
I'm going to start getting emotional in a minute.
No, No, with
Mate.
the Eminem situation, it's just like when you listen to Eminem, they feel like, oh, you can only relate if you've had a bad childhood or you've been bullied on blah. That's all bollocks,
Listen,
bro. Because I like his music.
The last
and
thing I'm
I've
going to
had
say
none
on
of
this
that, bro. You know
Eminem
what I'm
thing.
saying?
It's the last thing I'm going to say on this Eminem thing. When I was younger, he had the one little tune about clarting off his mum. I was like, oh shit, because I was 11. I actually thought he killed his mum, innit? I made a song about it, innit? When I found out that was a lie, and then he's too sensitive now. You can't make videos, yeah? You've dressed up as Bin Laden. You've dressed up as people that are meant to
that's a
sexually
good point.
assaulted people, yeah?
That's a good point,
You've dressed
still.
up as all these things, yeah? And man makes a 1-2 tweet about you and you get bare in your feelings. Fuck off.
No,
man.
but it was
Yeah, but I
a tweet
think-
that was said, bro. He's talking about his daughter.
Doesn't
His
matter.
daughter was underage
You talk
at the
about
time.
everybody.
His daughter was underage.
Your whole career, more times man didn't even want to hear the songs. It was like, let me check this video out. What's he going to do in this video? You know what I'm saying? That's
No, I don't think you can justify it like that, man.
Listen, man had a tune about putting a hamster up his arse and that. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm
that
done
was
with
a
you, bro.
madness.
I'm
You know what? I feel like even he would say during them times when he was making like music like that. I don't think he looks back at that and thinks, oh, like that he's proud of it. Like I don't think you'd ever see him doing a live performance
Yeah.
of Fack. You know, that
You
tune
think,
you were just
yeah.
talking about,
You
innit?
think-
But I feel like he, like, because I know a fair bit about Eminem. I know that he was fucked at them times. Like he was doing bare drugs.
Yeah.
Like he was fucked in it. So I feel like that probably played a part. That definitely played a part in the content that he was putting out.
All right, well, cool.
Like you imagine, yeah, you've just you come through Rap Olympics, yeah, you get sawn through the atmosphere. Like you've literally just come through. You're the biggest rapper at the time, plus the fact that you're white.
Yeah.
Like, and then there's so much pressure on you. He's gone. He went mad. He lost his marbles a bit.
All right, cool. But
Definitely.
look, you got a lyric where you're talking about doing drugs.
Mm.
Yeah. So is that the sole thing? Does that give you the right?
No.
You know what
No,
I'm
it's
saying?
true. It's true.
Don't give you the right to take the piss out of everyone. That.
Nah.
Let's talk about that as well, yeah. Because you said, what's the lyric? When I was 15.
Yeah, 15. I was doing packet and lager. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
15 is a young.
Oh, bruv, listen.
Look, don't get me wrong. I've done some wickedness, Bear Grylls out in the type of activities, yeah. But I've never done yay. That
Bruv,
wasn't me.
Listen, I've got my story is that like I've been sober for nearly a year now, innit? I don't drink, I don't touch any drugs. But my story is that like from young, it got introduced to me, and then yeah, it all went a bit mad.
Do you think that's because like the stereotype would be white boys in Essex?
Possibly, yeah. It might have just been the environment. There's all different types of factors to it. But the environment that I grew up in, like my town that I grew up in, there ain't fuck all to do. There ain't
Yeah.
nothing to do.
I think that's a big problem with like little towns that are not from London.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah, that's why everyone's got bare kids.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Ain't
just
nothing to
lashing
do,
it
bruv.
and just boredom. Everyone's just lashing and doing drugs, bro.
so who introduced you to the drugs then? If you don't mind
Don't
me
put them
asking.
out there like
Bruv,
that, man.
You ain't gotta say names, but was it like-
bruv, it was just I can't even, bruv, I'm telling you now, my memory is so blurred. Like, I think I had my first joint when I was like 11 or something.
Yeah, that's
11
normal.
or 12.
No, but that's
I'm
young,
saying that's
bro.
normal, but that's
Yeah, this is what-
I get that. That's the type of Bear Grylls activities I was talking about.
Yeah.
innit? But what I'm saying is, you're standing there. You're real young, brother. You're talking about you've been sober for a year. That's a grown man. Like talk like this big. You know what I'm saying? You're very young, and people are gonna watch you and think, "My man's talking about being sober for a year now." What you saying? You don't drink nothing. You
No, don't touch nothing, bro.
why or because of that or
Because it clouded me and it just took me to a bad place, bruv. I've like this time last year I was in a bad way with myself, innit? Like just bunning every day, binge drinking and going out, doing a madness really. And it just took me to a dark place.
sounds like I'm living his life from last year. I'll be real.
So for me personally, I had to stop because it was just drowning everything that I was doing. It was just turning me a bit crazy, bruv. And like,
Yeah.
I couldn't make any progression in my music. Like, I was watching certain people and what they were doing and thinking,
was you jealous?
yeah, bruv. Like I was I had hatred running through me. Do you know what I mean? But I had to put all that down and just,
How did you? What was the moment? What was the point where you thought, I can't keep doing this no more? I need to break away.
I woke
How
up-
did it?
I woke up after like a bender. I woke up after a bender. I looked in the mirror at myself and something just snapped in me, innit? I don't know what it was. Just looking at myself thinking, you're just a fucking mess. That's real, like that's
That's
real.
the whole conversation as well. See all these men wanna.
So I just cut it out, innit?
Did you seek help?
Yeah,
Or
a
did you
little
do it
bit
on
here
your
and
own,
there,
like-
but like I'm not
be
going to
real,
go into that still.
It's like this as well. The man them are gonna get onto me when after this comes out and say, "Oh, you're talking whack," yeah. But you see the whole puffing thing, yeah. Don't tell me that's for everybody.
It's not.
It's not for everybody. And if people out here saying that the whole that's legal, like, no, bruv, don't. I'm not saying that I'm saying an unpopular opinion in it, but don't legalise that shit, bruv. That's not for everybody. And then see, there's so many mentally ill mandem out here, and it's so normal right now.
Mentally ill.
Man are nuts, bruv.
People are losing the plot.
Like, I personally had to stop puffing. I had to stop
They're
puffing
losing
because
their marbles, bruv.
I had to stop puffing, bruv, because I just didn't want to do nothing.
But I
innit?
think it's a different ball game now. Like nowadays, the skunk is crazy. Like the skunk is like sprayed with so much stuff
Yep,
and
that's
whatever.
another thing.
And it's like back then, like back in the day when Bob Marley was smoking weed, he's not smoking the same weed that it is now. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not the same in any way, shape or form. Like I was speaking to someone not long ago. They were saying to me like, I don't know, I might have my timings wrong here, but he was saying like 15, 20 years ago, the only place you could get skunk was Amsterdam, and you would go there and you'd do it, and that was it. Like
You go over
now,
it,
it's so
yeah.
skunk is what people smoke, innit? It's just the
Yeah.
norm now, yeah. So like, you've got kids that are like 12, 13. They're not rolling up solid.
Yeah,
They're actually smoking skunk, innit? And it's I think personally, it does play on people's mental health, innit?
And I've been in enough studios as well where people proper act like the music, their skill set comes from that. I've been in enough studios where man have been like, I've got to have a drink and vibe. No, you don't, bro. You can't do that everywhere.
I've got like from my experience, since I stopped all of that, my music has gone like that,
Rocketed upwards.
like rocketed,
Positive,
like in a different way, bruv. Like fully. Like before, I used to think, oh, I can only write if I bun a joint, or I can only write if I have a couple beers. No, it's crazy, bruv. It's crazy. Like now, I can write. Like I wrote a 32 bar in like 15 minutes the other day with a clear head. Like when I'm on it now, I'm going.
Yeah.
Like before, I would have, like my mind would say, oh yeah, like smoke a joint, you'll be all right, you'll be able to do it. That weren't ever the case.
What's your process then when you make music? Anything goes, you write here, you might write in the studio.
I feel like my creativity is just something that comes out in bursts for me.
Yeah.
Like it just comes out in bursts. Like sometimes I'll get home and I'll sit there and I'll just write. And then there'll be weeks where I don't write nothing. It's just, it's just bursts for me. Like that's the only way I can really describe it.
It's weird because it can't be controlled either.
Nah.
It just happens, that happens, innit?
Bruv, like if I'm sitting here now and a bar comes into my head, like I will just write it into my phone, innit? Like it can hit me anywhere.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'll be sitting on a train and I'll write a whole song, or like it's mad. Like hit can hit you anywhere, innit?
Yeah.
Like it's just crazy. Like I sort of get a bit possessed by it sometimes. Like, just creeps up on me, bruv, and I find myself writing loads.
I've heard, bruv, you clout every single, me and Daniel when I was watching, you clout every single radio set, all the shows and all that, yeah. When are we gonna get like a proper body of work? I know you dropped something, innit though?
Yeah, no, I dropped the racing EP like a couple months ago, but the next body of work, I think I'm gonna drop an EP next, which is grime, and then after that, I'm gonna be talking a lot more about my story really, but that's gonna be an extended project in the future. I want to make sure that it's right.
Would you prefer being in a studio or being on a radio set? Two very different things, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the buzz of being on a radio set cannot be matched. Like if I'm on a radio set or in a rave, like I'm in my element. Do you get what I'm saying? But studio is equally as important as well, because that's where you're gonna get your message across to people and actually tell a story.
But it's hard as well because see, sometimes, and we were talking about Discarda before this, and someone like Discarda and Jammer I'll use, they've got, no one really looks out for a body of work from them, but they're undeniable when they touch a stage.
They're fucking sick.
And it's like other ones, like if I see a Chipmunk at Eskimo Dance, he don't really get that response because he's more of, I want to listen to your music.
Yep. The question that's been buzzing around lately for a while is, do you believe Grime's dead?
No, I don't believe Grime's dead,
And
bro.
why do you think people have been saying this?
I think people have been saying it because drill and Afro beats or Afro swing
big, right?
or whatever it's called, yeah. All I know is that there's songs about Ubers and shit flying around with auto-tune on it. Like, yeah, it's cool, it's vibesy, innit? But that's hit the mainstream and it's got popular, people have automatically responded with, yeah, Grime's dead. Well, if Grime's dead, then drum and bass is dead. There's drum and bass raves every single
Fucking
week.
Thousands of people.
Every single week. Like, just because it's not out there in the mainstream media like it was in 2015 when Stormzy blew up, it's that people automatically assume that it's dead. Yeah, it's dead to the mainstream consumer. Yeah. Maybe. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe that's what
it is. It's a phase, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cycles. It's cycles, bruv. Like, music moves in cycles, innit? Like, there's been times where people have said it before, like fucking 10 years ago or whatever, oh, Grime's dead. It's bollocks. Like, music moves in cycles.
With the whole grime thing, yeah. Look, I'm from E14. I'm more of a rap man myself.
Popular boy, yeah?
I had a dog, same
shit,
yeah. We grew up seeing these fucking idols just walking past and going to the shop and kicking ball with man on Sunday and things like that, like proper, like, man, them live next door to man and things like that, yeah?
Yeah.
But I just think the whole grime thing, see, because everyone in grime, if you're going to pop to me, you've got to really have a personality in grime, yeah? And for me, sometimes that takes away from the music. And to me, a lot of these grime artists, yeah, they're like wrestlers. A lot of them are like wrestlers to me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't get it. In what way?
Tommy B is Tommy B. You're Tommy B. I get you. You're all right. But bare man are wrestlers. It's like a bit of an act.
But then you've got the argument that it's an art form as well. It's art. Yeah. It's art.
So
like,
you're
if you're
saying that it's acting, then
in a way, like, even but it's music. It's expression. It's different. It's like, okay, so let's take an example. Like I don't want to bring it back to Eminem, but let's take an example of that. Yeah, like, he's writing stories about fucking, like, getting his wife and kidnapping her and all that shit.
Wasteman. Yeah.
But like, that's art.
Yeah.
That's art.
Yeah.
He hasn't done that. If you expect,
it's rude. That's
if you're just expecting people, I'm not gonna come out with a tune where I'm saying I'm shanking man shoot. It's not me. Yeah. But I might write a story about that. Do you get what I'm saying? No, I probably wouldn't do it from my perspective.
I'll tell you what the difference is as well. I think why I think like that as well. Because with grime and where we're all from and we're all very local to it and we don't MC, but I feel like we're still in it. I still see everyone. I still listen to everything, yeah. Eminem's not in reaching distance for me.
Okay, yeah. I get
my man is in reaching distance. I'm not saying no one's name. This is proper not about anybody, but in general, you see everyone about. Oh, Brick Lane, you're probably going to spot certain man and see all that. And I just think, like, if you're the whole act of, you're not like, remember the whole thing in rap is like everyone's real, innit? Everyone's real in rap, but what is real? You know what I'm saying? What is real is your reality, that's it, yeah? But with a grime thing, I just feel like some man has just got this, it's just a personality, yeah? But it's not the same personality that I see you keep up in with real life, yeah? So I feel like it's acting, and like we said earlier, I just don't buy into it. Bruv, I love certain man, innit? I think you're fucking nang. But even like the fact that you're Tommy B, you're not fucking Big T or some shit like that or something, you know what I mean? You get it normal.
I hear you.
But with the rest of it, I just feel like it's just bare acting, bruv.
Yeah, I understand your viewpoint, innit? I fully understand your viewpoint.
I get the viewpoint, but I also understand that what you rap about, so what? That they're telling stories.
When he said about, and Tommy said about, it's art, acting, it's the music parts are art. They're getting on stage, running your mouth, and you're not this person and that.
Yeah, no.
But then I come from the whole rap thing where everyone's got to be real and rappers are more bigger liars than.
I feel like I feel like personally for me, like if you're gonna jump on a tune, talking about doing loads of madness, then you've got to be doing that, I suppose, or you've got to have done that in the past, like. If you're really going to talk about that, but if you're going to do it write it as a story, and you're doing it like see like Slim Shady, that's an alter ego, innit? That's an alter ego. Yeah. That's a character. Do you get what I'm saying? But if you're going to do it from yourself, I feel like that's got to be real. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're going to write a story or something or do a concept, then anyone can do that. But if you're going to talk from your own thing, then I feel like it should be real. But that's just me, innit?
That's why I
Personally,
respected it so much when I see you, because I was like, you ain't got a mask on. The whole mask thing to me is fucking insane. Do you listen to drill?
I'd be lying if I said I listened to drill, mate. I'll be lying, bruv. Like, I listened when it first started popping, like 6, 7 and that. I did used to listen to a bit of it, but to be honest with you, like, I don't listen to it, nah.
Because drill music is having an interesting time, because I feel like drill music is having the same problems that grime had 8 years ago, 10 years ago, where man are blaming it for certain things.
Yeah,
When
that's a
Power
good
come
point,
out, Power was like a big issue. It was like, bruv, it's a song, bro. People are still making money off that song today. People are feeding their families off of that song.
It's a music, like, people's, like, drill is a reflection on the lives that them people are living and the world that they're seeing. Like, that's a reflection on that. That's not a cause of it.
Yeah.
That's not a cause of the
I feel like
violence.
they're having the same moment that grime had 10 years ago with the police. And
Yeah.
But what's that film called? With the stopping man performance? Do you know? What is it? Is it 6, 7, 9 or some film where they can just stop shows? And
Yeah, I've heard about
But
that.
they've got rid of that now. But then man are still getting their shows shut. They've worked the way around it now. And I feel like that was grime before. How many people got their shows shut down? I was watching a documentary, even people like Big Nasty. Why are you shutting down a Big Nasty show? Let's be real. Why is a Big Nasty show getting shut down?
It's narrow-mindedness from the people that are enforcing the law, I suppose. That's what it is, isn't it? That's what it is.
Look, they're trying to shut down shows and that and stop the drill music, and they took a few videos off the YouTube as well. It's like what T.I. said. They're just rapping their reality. If you want that to change, you need to change the environment.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
There has to be a change.
Yeah.
There has to be a change in society for things like music and all creative stuff.
Do you know,
if you're living darkness, then your art's gonna be dark, ain't it?
it's the whole fucking
Do
Bobby
you get what I'm
Shmurda
saying?
thing as well, yeah. Bobby Shmurda's real and does this, does that, he's real. The second man gets birded off, we're like, you're an idiot. You had all the money in the world,
Yep.
you was a rapper.
Yep.
What do you mean? You just told him he's real when he's kept up a fuckery, and now he's gone to jail, he's an idiot. Who did you grow up, who's your favourite MC that to listen to? Who is that?
What a grime MC? Pff, boy. People ask me this question all the time,
there's so many man.
Bruv, I can sit here and say, Ghetto, sick, and Devlin, Wiley, Skepta, Chip. Like, I can go on like that. I can't.
You can't.
It goes in waves for me. At the moment, like, I'm listening to a lot of Ghetto, but like other days it will be Skepta. Like, it changes for me. I can't physically say that there's one MC for me, because that's the thing about grime. It's so sick because there's so many different styles.
Do you ever get
and
told you
flows.
sound like Devlin a bit?
Yeah, I get told that a lot.
You get pissed off with that?
Bruv, it's anything like... all young MCs get compared to older MCs. That's the way I look at it, yeah? I'm a white boy from Essex. Like, it's inevitable, innit? It is what it is. I just... Whatever, innit? Like,
I'll be real, I feel like there's some men that have took the piss with it. I'll be real.
What's that?
Who do you who sounds like DWE? I was just like, bruv. Now look,
know.
you're from Essex, you're white. I can make sense of that. My man's not even from London, yeah? He ain't catted, he's catted a whole style.
Nah,
Is this not, bruv, like, there's something to be said about being you. We were talking about being personalities and that. How can you be out here if you snicked the whole man's persona?
But I don't think... I think I know I think I know who you're talking about and what it is, but I feel like he is sick. Like, he is sick and he has got his own thing going on. Like, I feel like naturally, whoever you've listened to growing up, you're going to be influenced by in some way. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like even with like grime MCs back in the day, like, you'd have an MC and then they're younger with them. Yeah. And they sort of sound a bit similar. Do you get what I'm saying?
I just wish they should have never got rid of Channel U as well. Never
I don't know.
change that, because that gives so many man a platform that would help so many people to that.
It broke so many doors.
Come on, man. The man that we've seen that we've been to school with on there, and it was like there was superstars and they had the charts and it meant something. See that now we got the rated awards, yeah? And see Mobos ain't doing this year, innit?
They're not doing it this year.
There's no 2018 Mobos.
What?
That is a direct result of the rated awards. You know that, innit? Right? So that is a full-on direct result of the rated awards, bruv. And I just completely forgot what I was going to say after that, bruv. Just completely forgot.
I just wanted to ask, bring it back. who? I know you said there's many MCs out there, but is there a main one that influenced you that you can pick from that really?
Bruv, like, I can't, like, it's so hard, like, to even answer that question because, like I said, there's just so many people that have influenced me. Like,
You know what I think
it's just mad. Like I've just grown up taking in so many different artists. Like,
Cool.
it's like I can't really say that
That's
there's
cool.
been one
Yeah, yeah.
person. Like,
See,
yeah,
we were talking about albums as well earlier. I just don't think as well that grime artists put together good albums.
no, I
And listen,
disagree with
man,
that. Still,
I'm gonna get fucking clarted for that, yeah. But I don't think they put together great albums. And the albums that they do put out, the big records and that, Stormzy, how do you say it? Is it an anomaly? Whatever the fuck it is, he is one of one, yeah. He is one of one, and he's come off of fucking the rhythms he's used. I remember listening to them when I was a youth, man. Yeah? But I don't think apart from him, grime artists make good bodies of work.
Oh, you're mad.
And when they do, when they do, bruv, it doesn't sound very grand. The songs
Pull him up on it and tell him some bodies of art.
You
that's
tell me, and I'll
actually
tell you if it's. I'll tell you if it's fucking arse or not.
bruv, like, are you okay? So what you're saying is that like a fully grime project. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I'm saying that grime artists don't
The
make
gr-
good
or
albums.
grime artists don't make good albums.
They don't make good albums.
No,
They
you're
don't make
nuts.
Good bodies of work.
Like, okay,
It's like with the whole. It's not the same, but it's kind of the same. I don't want to hear Hollow Don, the fucking guy who clashes people. That's Nang, but he don't make good songs.
I don't even know who that is, yeah, but I get right. If you're saying that grime artists don't make good albums, I've got to disagree because like
Because you're a grime artist.
look at Ghetto, like look at his new project, bruv. You can't
not-
tell me that is not Nang. That is so sick, bruv.
No, listen.
His new project is so sick. Devlin,
Ain't that Nang.
Blood, Sweat
Ain't
and
that
Beers, bruv. Absolute classic, timeless.
Yeah.
Ghetto's new album ain't that Nang, right? The moment that
That's
he's
so
having,
nuts.
the moment that he's having, and what he has done for himself and everyone else is fucking Nang. He's sick, yeah. But that album is not as great as what we're saying, and I wouldn't say it's got a proper grand sound to it.
It has though.
You think?
Pick Up the Phone, produced by Spyro. Shellington Crescent by Chip. Sorry. Like, he's got Spyro Productions on there. I'm sure I think he's got Swifter Productions on there. I might be wrong there.
Apart
but
from-
he has, brother, it's a grime album, innit? Even that Preach tune with Doneo, that is a grime tune. Like, he's got a grime flow on that. Like,
He's got his flow, but he can do that on. You could put it on a rap beat, and they just don't make good albums to me.
Nah, it's mad.
It's
mad.
We mentioned one album, bro.
Okay, look at Manga. Do you listen to Manga?
You're not gonna tell me Manga's got sick albums. I'm not having it. I'm not fucking having
You're crazy.
it. Listen,
Okay, can I just
Manga is Nang, but
me
you're
just-
not gonna tell me he's got
listen,
sick albums. I'll be honest.
listen. His last two albums, yeah. Last year he brought out Outburst from the Outskirts. This year he's brought out Outsiders Live Forever. Yeah. Have you listened to those albums?
Fair enough.
Have you listened to them though?
Fair enough. You got a point.
If you haven't,
yeah.
all I can say to you is I would regard him like very highly. Yeah. That's a guy who has made two very, very sick projects in the last 2 years. Very, very
Don't
cold.
get me wrong. If I see a Manga video, I'll click on it. But
No,
I'm
you
not-
you
I'm
should
not-
listen to that still.
I'm not trying to hear it. I'll be honest.
Okay.
I'm not trying to hear a Manga album. cuz.
But I'm telling you,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you're right as well.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you should listen to that.
Who the fuck am I? to
Very
say I don't
cold.
want to hear a Manga album, but I've never
Very
taken time
cold.
out to listen to one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Because
It's contempt before. It's prior. What is it? Contempt before investigate. No, contempt prior to investigation.
All right,
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Like, I can say that I don't like carrots, but if I don't, because I've never tried them. But if I don't try them, then how will I actually know?
Yep.
So you're saying for me to have an opinion on anyone, I have to listen to every single piece of work they've ever done?
No, but for you to say that
every-
if you to say that Manga doesn't make good albums and you haven't listened to an album,
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair
Yeah,
enough.
it's true.
I'm not ever gonna go listen to a Manga album. I'll be honest with you. But I think
you should.
He's Nang. I think he's Nang. He's Nang at what he does. That's why it's such a. I think it's so hard for certain artists to do grime because we always see everyone on the sets and on the radio and all that, and it's Nang. And I just feel like some of them have a hard time making songs. Even Chip, look, apart from, was it Who Are You? Who Are We? Whatever the first tune, that was grime. After that, he ain't dropped no grime songs that have done bits. Like what?
his Darth Vader tune this year has been mad. It's been a big tune this year. That's a grime tune. Like there are tunes out there.
We got an album.
There are tunes out there.
He's got fucking Notes, Malik Berry. He's got an Afro swing album.
Yeah, but I think this is the thing with Chip.
You think you can have a one song?
But he's very versatile.
Yeah, very
he ain't just a grime MC.
He done the Who Are You, then hit the pop, then Bugsy tried to draw him out. He could just come back and just clarted him. Then Chip tried to come at him.
He did clot him as well.
Chip.
And you know what?
Chip did clot him.
Also, bruv, these men are gonna watch.
No, he
this
didn't clot him. I'm lying because I like Bugsy.
No, Bugsy's sick, but
Bugsy
I feel
is
like
hard.
Chip clotted him.
I'll be real, man are gonna watch this and think that fucking hell, we really don't like grime, but I love grime. I'm a grime kid. I'm from E14, yeah. But I don't want to hear two men in their late 20s clash. I don't want to hear that either.
Yeah, but you can't deny it. You can't deny the power that did for grime at that time.
Yeah. I don't want to.
At that time,
I don't want to hear 30-year-old men talking about each other's mums and things like that. Bro. I don't want to hear that.
I don't think they were though. I don't think that.
Yeah,
they
he
were.
mentioned Tiny Temper's mum. Chip mum mentioned Tiny Temper's mum. No.
Yeah, he mentioned his mum, but fuck it, innit? It's your mum joke, bro.
I get it. It's nang that man go at each other like that. It was nang when Logan Summer had the show. Was it War Report or something like that?
Yeah, War Report. That was
That
sick.
was nang.
Like when Wiley was clashing the movement and that.
But they're big men now. You know what I'm saying? They're big men now. I got an issue with that. I'll be real. I got an issue with big men.
I don't have an issue with
I
that.
ain't got an issue. I love it when someone. You see, I was just waiting for someone to be coming up Chip, bro. Because I like the whole like he sent a reply out. Now I'm waiting for my man to reply. Then when he replies, you're judging that reply.
Yeah, at that time, it was so
all that
sick.
And it was
as a fan.
spectator,
It
bro.
was
Yeah,
nang
fan.
because they was dropping every 24
Yes,
hours.
sick.
The man was coming
So
back and
sick.
getting things done so quick and that. At the time, look, we was all on the fucking internet watching and waiting for every single thing.
100%.
But I just got an issue with grown men ascending for each other. I really had that. I don't get it, bruv. It's not it's not necessary.
Yeah, but the whole grime culture has come off of clashing, isn't it? Like you
Look,
look back at the conflict
you like Clashes
DVDs.
as well.
Yeah,
I
I
watched
like
that.
clashes.
I enjoyed that. That was a face-to-face thing. That. But how old are you?
18.
Yeah, you're not in your late 20s, bruv. Yeah, you ain't got kids. You ain't that. Come on, man. We're all grown men out here, and that's what we're gonna do. Talk about people's mums and that, bruv.
I hear your point of view in it fully.
Man, yeah, he's shut me down quick, innit, bro? Sometimes I just like an argument, and I don't get it sometimes. Look, now they're gonna get odds me about this, but it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah. But fuck it, innit? You know what? I think we might wrap up there, innit? Leave it on that. All the grime heads try to get at man and that, all that type of shit. But to be fair though, we've done it all though. We spoke about drill, we spoke about the
It's a discussion,
Afro
innit?
beats.
Everyone's got an opinion. So if you
fully.
don't like it, you don't like
It's
it.
like I got
Simple
the
as
vibe
that.
from you. You
So
don't
what?
really like the Afro swing thing.
I think it's all right, but I think it's just very samey now. Like when it first came around, I thought this is different, but then it hasn't evolved. I feel like it's just the same. It's that every tune to me now. When I listen, like when I'm coming home, like if I'm coming home and Radio 1's on in the car, like
It's just
I just hear the same song over and over again, and I can't even differentiate the artists anymore.
every song. I just feel like
Yeah.
on the radio right now. Radio is. It was nang what Radar and that done. I don't know what happened up there, but it was nang that the fuck that all that money got pumped into that scene and give so many people jobs. People that. But I feel like mainstream radio is a bit. It's not really. Every song is Sean Paul. Every single song is Sean Paul. Sean Paul is on. Sean Paul's doing bits. Ever since he shaved his head, he's doing bits. But I don't want to hear that, bruv. Every single week it's the same shit. That's why I think it would be nang if the whole radio thing proper come back. Like the grime radio thing. People like Slimzy and people like that, bruv. That would be fucking nang.
Slimzy, yeah, but you still got Rinse FM that's providing that for people. Slimzy's still doing his thing on Rinse.
Yeah.
Rinse FM is still very much a hub for all of that. But yeah, I do hear what you're saying. I just feel like in today's market though, are the kids listening to the radio like they were before? Like, is it, I've spoken to elders in the grime scene and they say to me the radio was just on. Like the radio was just on, people were just listening to it. Like that was their culture. Like now,
YouTube.
it's YouTube and Instagram
YouTube's
and like
the new TV, man.
and they'll watch a video and then it's forgotten. Like they're not putting in the effort to like record it on a tape and all that stuff. Like so, it'll be hard to recapture that. That's why Radar was good because they were filming all their sets. Like you get one. You've still got Pyro Radio as well. Pyro, like they've got loads of sets on there going out all the time. So it's still alive, bruv. It's still alive. You just got to look for it. Like
Yeah.
All right, bruv. Well, thanks for coming up, bro.
no worries,
Appreciate your time
bruv.
and that.
No worries, mate.
Sweet.
Sweet.